Skibidi. Okay, I'm not going to be able to check chat this. I don't know actually. Okay, is that enough time? Yeah, that's enough time for me to be able to hear this. I don't think I'll be able to check chat pretty much at all this stream because, I'm going to be locked in, I'm locked in. I'm in the trenches. I'm getting my money. What is it? No movies. I'm locked in. I'm in the trenches. Screamed Andrew Tate. Oh, okay. So, alright. I need to find a place to put this keyboard because I can't afford it to be in the way. Where do I put this without it just completely collapsing? Probably just underneath here. Yeah, this is definitely the way to put it. Okay. Let's just leave it there. I hope that didn't kill anything. Ooh, that is messing up with my mouse. Ooh. Let's maybe not have that. That would be very bad. Okay. Let's... do you accept mouse pay, guys? Do you accept mouse pay? Alright, okay. So, practice paper number 2. Hello there, Best Creeper. Hello there, Dranzy. Can you open Flat World? Yeah, sure. Let me do that real quick. Before I can't take a look at chat. So I'm basically just, it'll literally be like 2 seconds of me just checking what the hell do I write in terms of externalities, which I think is literally just, oh wait, it's pretty easy. It's just, okay, so for consumption and production, these are just like, it's showing that the firm has got some misallocations in its production and there's overconsumption of demerit goods. Wow. Did you create Super Flat World? Oh, this isn't like an SMP one? Oh wow, now it says I'm on Minecraft 21.21.8. Wow. But no, I haven't created an SMP just yet. I've got sadly, DCA's got to grind. Alright, let me read the last couple messages before I commence forth with my second practice paper. Dr. Pale Royale is basically finished, so there are some bugs. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You got to clean those ones up. This is good you found them, because oh my god, that would be embarrassing in the real thing if everyone finds that. Doug said he took care of them, so before giving it to you, we'll be testing a lot more before giving it. Alright, good. You see, this is what I mean. You got to double check. It's good you found them though, because if I'd be concerned if you found nothing. That would mean, oh, it would mean we're ready for something real nasty happening. I'm making my own civilization with wood. Respectable. I'm assuming you got the bonus chest and stuff. Fair. I've done my secondary French ministry exam on Thursday. It's known as the Big French exam of Quebec. Parlez-vous fromage poisson? Qu'est-ce que c'est qu'il a jeté consenti au jambon au fromage et il a acheté petite madre, petite madre. We're not padre. Was it? I actually don't remember. What is mother in French? It's not padre or madre. Or was it mademoiselle, monsieur? Also, do you see when you fully coming back? Sometime after June, like not after June, like near end of June, like probably like around past the 20th of June. Like, yeah. Not even you through shit. Well, I'm a professional French speaker, obviously. I know what I said. Doc, we're doing witchcraft to find them. You've got to think like a DCM member. Exactly. You've got to think like a mentally handicapped child when it comes to flying a plane. Look at that TK control. I've not seen you in a very... What would it be now? You had like that black with the robot profile looking thing. It's probably been at least 2 years. Maybe a year and a bit. Somewhere around then. Welcome back. Was it apples and stuff? Talking about apples. So a Downy? Yeah, but that's too generous. A bit worse than a Downy. A bit worse. I wouldn't say a bit worse. Severely worse. Yeah, severely worse. Alright, let me check. Is there anything else on there? I don't think we need to do anything else here. Might as well prepare my timer real quick. Let me just make sure everything is in order, and I'm going to need to just as soon as I start, I'm basically speedrunning. A retard? Well, yeah, in simplicity, we're going to say a retard, but I'd say much worse than that. I'd say a retard that can basically cause a lot of problems, that kind of retard. So as soon as I turn on that timer, oh my god, you're going to see the fastest lock-in, man. Fastest ever lock-in in the West. Fastest ever. No one's going to lock in as hard as me. Autistic, mentally disabled, child, ADHD. Yeah, but like the one that the one that's like part of a family of 4 and burns down their house. That kind of level. That like actually you see on TV kind of stuff. Yeah, not a Twitter user. That's what Twitter users do. But they're like harmless. You can like kick them and they'll just die of like osteoporosis because they just don't eat any calcium. But yeah, DCA member is someone who can cause mental stress and breakdowns under a short amount of time. Yeah, essentially, we call this weaponized autism. That's the best way to describe it. I love grooming. Okay, I'm not gonna say. Alright, so yeah, for anyone wondering, yes, DCA is going to be back in about, how many days would this be? 21 plus 20, that's about 41 days? Yeah, about 41 days before DCA goes back to regular scheduling. 41 days of pure being a sweat. Jarvis, pick that penny off the floor for me. Yep. What was it? I've learnt new vocabulary. Goy? I thought it was just them just saying guy, but no. Apparently, new vocabulary dropped. Goyman? Goyim? What the fuck you say? For it, it's like goy. I'm like, what? You know, I'm surprised that word hadn't dropped earlier, but I'm just so surprised it's for that specific purpose. Alright, we need a bunch of pencils and shit. We need a bunch of highlighters to show all the economic inefficiencies, welfare loss, skibbity riz. Basically, we need the essentials. Okay, so do I have another pen just in case if everything goes wrong? No. Let me go get one. Just in case if my pen runs out. Also, I'm going to need a blue pen if I go over the time limit. That's a blue pen. I hope one of these black e-pens will work, I think. Let's go check. You finished classic T levels, don't have to do any exams. Oh my god. Wait, are you going uni now? Or are you going apprenticeship? I swear what you kind of do is already kind of an apprenticeship, so I'd be very surprised. Alright, okay, so I've got my 2 pens. Alright, let me read the final messages before you see the fastest lock-in known to man. I thought you were the one being groomed. Well, as Will aka Joe said on stream, make sure to not let any of your chat members groom you. 4 to 5 years in uni? Oh my god, that's just rape. There's nothing closer than that. Ooh, I mean, it's not as bad as this one Indian child in my school that voluntarily is willing to go through 2 extra years of uni because his parents can bankroll him because he's low-key retarded. He's like, oh yeah, I want to take a gap year, but I also want to apply for foundation year with CCC, and I'm like, I've given up with this fucking guy. He's just like even when it's just like you're just in you've got nothing, you've got no one else in bio, and you just got to talk about that, and so then you're just like, what? How do you even like? You literally just can't explain shit. He's just like, nah, I'm gonna take a foundation year, I'm gonna take a gap year, for no reason really, like, oh, I'm gonna get CCC now, and I'm gonna get a deferred entry on top of that. Like, why not just take your gap year and then just do well in your A-levels now and apply for first year, or wait till next year to do your A-levels again, or whatever the case, like, retardation, essentially. Won't you have like 5 years in uni, Dr. Evans? Well, currently right now I'm doing biochemistry, which I think is at least 1 year initially, and then specialization is another like 2 years plus. So we'll find out. And then if I'm really good, then yeah, okay, fine, I'll have to sit in uni for about, in total, I think it would be like 7 years. But, well, actually no, less. No, it'd be, well, it depends where I start. So I'd say between 5 to 7 years. If I get medicine, I mean, here's the thing, I'd walk out with 2 degrees, one very specialized biochemistry, and one, basically there's multiple fields you go into with biochemistry, just the first year is generalized, and then, like, that is, like, guaranteed, like, top doctor, but that's, like, yeah, that's one, a lot of work. Two, fucking hell, the chances are low, unless I basically just become a robot, or I'm just so good at sugging. As soon as you finish all your exams and shit, what are you going to be planning for streaming? Alright, so DCA is going to... DCA has been invited to do, not gas station simulator in real life, but some guy, I don't even know how they managed to, what was it? Literally just this today, was it? Sky Nova School. Was it? I didn't like, basically there's this cafe, so I know for a fact it's not owned by this person's parents or anything, and he's like, yo, do you want to come work? I was like, yeah, why not? I'm just essentially doing gas station simulator, but as a cafe in real life, and I get paid and stuff with that. But that's not including YouTube. This is gonna be my true comparison to compare YouTube to an actual part-time job. So that's gonna be a true comparison there. But no, as soon as I'm done with my exams, we're gonna do the hardest ever lock-in for YouTube ever for DCA history, because this essentially would be the last chance. Because yes, first year in uni is going to be very nice, how much? But it's not going to be after that. We'll have to see. Essentially, we'll have to see. So we're going to do the hardest ever lock-in ever. Say Alpha Kennedy 1. Well, hold on. Let me think of something. Alpha Kennedy 1 including Lizzo. Alpha Kennedy 1 including Lizzo. Alpha Kennedy 1 including Lizzo. Alpha Kennedy 1 including Gorlock. Alpha Kennedy 1 including every black person, white person, just every human in the world. Yes, I will. Because that's what what's like a higher predator than a lion? I don't, was it? Probably an orca if it's like near the water. Yeah. The final summer of DCA, Godspeed. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can do, because realistically, we can't be this stupid. We're going into like full science uni, and it's Russell group. So even if it is going to be the first, it's going to be chill. It's not going to be that chill in the second year. You got to understand, because it's Russell group, and it's going to be specialized biochemistry then. So it's going to be pure. And that's if, in the unlikely chance I get told, yo, do medicine as well. Then it's like guaranteed death. then it's guaranteed. Then it's just no. I'd literally be that guy in the library 24/7. There's nothing else. DCA started to die down after the gym incident. DCA's he's got to make his mark. He's got to make his mark. What job are you studying for? Well, it's probably something in like biochemistry. I mean, you can go into quite a lot of fields. It's quite. I mean, at this point, I'm just like, we'll see when we get there. But there's quite a lot of fields I could go into. If I really wanted to, I could. Okay, let me give some examples. I don't know what the hell the name is for a bone orthologist. That'd be, I mean, hey, that would mean I'd be able to learn how to, well, one, it pays decently, two, like, I check that pay and I'm like, and two, I get to basically learn how to maximize my bone ability, which is pretty cool, but I get paid a lot of money, so that's the main point. You get paid a lot for that, and then there's other ones as an example. Obviously, I know eyes is way too specialized, so no. And there's loads of other ones. I can't name like the example. I'm just throwing out bones out there, because that's like an easy example to throw out, because I can't really. I need to think about it. What else is there? Well, there's nutritionists, but no, no. I don't think that one. At least I haven't checked. I don't think that one pays well. We'll have to see. I guess we'll see when we get there. But basically, that's just an example. Biochemistry, you can go into loads of different things. It's the first year as generalist, then you specialized. Dark, I don't want to see you as my medical doctor. Well, if I'm good enough, you will. Well, if I'm good enough, oh no. You are cooked. We got all the pedos out except Dark. You see, let's just say, Solid, let's just say I'm just the best of all the pedos. I'm just trying to get rid of all the competition. So I'm going to relate this to economics. I'm essentially a monopoly of the pedophile. So essentially, I am making sure there's no competition, so therefore I get the maximum yield possible. Essentially, that's the plan. But yeah, what is it? I did not catch this. Solid. We don't have dorms in the UK. Can someone pull that PowerPoint with the stone like scratching sound effect, also known as like the 173 movement like sound, where it's like the stone like rolling, and it's just like the transitioning of like the page of just of Cake's comment, but it's just constantly flipping. What do you mean we don't have dorms in the UK, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not sure. Actually, no. It's probably for. I'm not sure about actual college, but for uni, 100%. Yes, that's the first question you get. Is like on your UCASs. Will you be studying at the uni, so you need accommodation, aka dorms, or are you studying at home? Oh, not DCA working in a children's hospital? Ooh, nah. Ooh, no. Okay, look. Here's the thing about working in a children's hospital. Is like the BO is going to be insane. Okay, think about it. Do you guys remember what happens when you go outside of a classroom and a bunch of year 7s are in it? Thankfully, no longer is the case for me because I'm in a sixth form block, but I still remember what this was like when I was in year 11. And oh my fucking god, I don't know what kind of exothermic energy they produce, but it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, no. Do you say do not work in a children's hospital? I'd be tempted to work in a children's hospital just because I want the allegations to be higher, but there is the fucking stank would definitely stop me. Let's hope you don't bring up your YouTube channel. No, look, there's a reason why with my school and at least in my uni it was very easy, because you have to have a verbal interview with sixth form, but for some reason not for uni. Unless obviously you do medicine straight away, then you have your own like one of those. But it's like but as an example, for my sixth form, I had to do a verbal interview, and so yes, no, you do not mention your YouTube channel. Never ever do that. They will actually search it up. That's a horrible idea. Unless yours is like the picture of family friendliness. Never ever mention you have a YouTube channel. Never ever mention you're a Twitch streamer. Never ever mention any of that like degenerosity. Never ever mention none of that. Medic 2 is like medicine, right? You want to steal people's skeletons in real life, right? Well, I mean, hey. Hey, I could. You just don't, you charge money and donate it for science. That's the best way to do it. Oh, wait. So we've got 2, but are there any more solid apart from me? Like, so there was 2. Well, one especially. One actually by the legal definition. And then one on extremely younger child. But is there another one? Probably not. Stream the interview? What, the job interview? That's the most likely thing I'd be getting as a job interview. No, I haven't got a uni interview unless I'm getting told to into medicine. Then you have to have an interview, but then that's the hard part. God, because the thing is, they start asking you philosophical questions and shit like that, and that's pretty bad. You don't want those philosophical questions, because they're gonna yeah, they ask your thought. Basically, they're trying to catch you out if you're a waffler. Like, oh, do you think AI has feelings? And this guy that I used to know was like, oh, well, maybe in the future they'll develop, but like, no, they won't. But that's an example of like hindsight and common sense then, but in the interview room when you're stressed, you're not going to think about common sense. It's going to go out the window. All right, once I'm back, we're going to lock in. We're going to be, no movies. I'm in the trenches. I'm locked in. That's what I'm going to be when I come back, okay? So that means I'm not going to say a word for the next 2 hours as soon as I come back in. Well, I'll probably say a word, but I won't be seeing chat because I need to actually log in. Alright, guys, no movies. I'm in the trenches. I'm gonna read the final messages and then we gotta go. Gotta start. AI was made literally not have emotions. Well, yeah, because if they did, we just would have created our own competition. If you had all the money in the world but you couldn't use it at all, what would you do with it? If you can't use it, you can't touch it. So like, the only thing you could do is ask someone to steal the money for you. But like, you can't even use the money. Like, I can't use it to donate to charity. I can't do shit. So I'm not even sure if I can even. The only thing I'd be able to do, I can't touch the money even if they're like breaking in to take my money. But I'd still just be like, yeah, take the money, bro. Let's create hyperinflation in this bitch. Burn it like Joker, yeah, but you can't even use it, so you can't actually burn it. So the only thing you can do is you have to have someone else do all that shit for you. Yeah, that's literally. Oh, that's genius. Like the problem is that you wouldn't be able to get someone to like work for you as a job to go spend the money for you, but you could literally just tell them like, okay, I've got all the money in the world, like break in, steal that shit for me. If you could just buy me a few things, occasional stuff, you can enjoy that money, whatever the case. That's all you could do. Or you could like get someone again, there's going to be a lot of corruption and inefficiency, so all the money is going to basically disappear. Something like that. Either way, guys, I'm going to go skibbity and I'm going to now lock in, okay? So I'll see you guys in literally 2 hours, like on the dot of the hour from now. So I'll see you guys. Let me just go take one little swig and let's begin. Because when I say the hours are going to be on the dot, it's not a lie. It is literally going to be 2 hours on the dot from now. Gig economy, okay, right. Answer your. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. XRC will help a diagram and analyze how a trade union might achieve higher pay for its members. Fuck, I don't have a trade union diagram, but I can use a monopoly one. Oh, I can use a monopoly. Boom, that's easy. Says the view that government intervention in the UK got the market is necessary to protect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's check the other one. Use it. Yep. Analyze the impact on grocery independence between supermarkets and evaluate the view that supermarket sector is serving customers' interest. Okay, we're gonna do the first one then. Right. Okay. Let's do 0, 1. Using the data in extract A, figure 1, calculate the number of workers doing weekly platform work in 2019. Let me. Can I do F11? Yes, I can do F11. Figure extract A. 2019. Okay, where is it? Figure 1, extract A, 2019. What's the question? Using calculate the number of workers doing weekly platform work in 2019 for each worker doing. The fuck? Weekly platform in 2019, right? Yeah, in 2019. I'm taking way too long for this. 2019. 9.6%. 11.8%. So what I'm meant to do is I'm just meant to calculate ratio. Number of workers. Oh no. How many workers are there? How do I know how many workers there are? Weekly platform work over monthly platform work. Okay, so it's a ratio. Okay. 9.6, 11.8. 9.6 divided by 11.8. So 0.81 to every 1. Okay. 0.02. Yeah, I've got to go straight into the next question. In effect, extra 2. Show the incentive for workers to become self-employed increased between 2000 and 2010. Incentive for workers to become self-employed. Self-employed has increased. Okay. self-employed pounds from 15,800 to 16,500 in 2018/2019. Okay, let me do another one over here in 2009 to 2010, 2018/2019. Employed, self-employed, self-employed wage increased from 15,000 to the employed, wage decreased from would it be 2,900 to 2018/19. This, what is it, just to like show, I mean, how the data shows that the incentive for workers to, how would I explain this? This is likely 2009 self-employed wage. This is likely result of more demand. This is likely more demand for services like Uber, so employment in 0-hour contracts fields, in 0-hour contract fields. This is likely the result of employers gaining monopoly power in their market, allowing the firm, the monopoly firm, to take advantage of the workers, to be able to dictate wages due to labor immobility. Okay, let's go straight to the essays here. Price mechanism allocates. Explain the difference between complete and partial market failure. Evaluate the view that government failure means that government intervention in markets will really causes in pre-tax income. Evaluate whether the best way to reduce inequality in disposable income is to reduce differences in pre-tax. Explain the difference between complete and partial market failure. Yeah, evaluate the view that government failure means that the government intervention in markets will really lead to improvement in economic welfare. Explain how price mechanism allocates resources in the economy. So that's the view that high-speed internet connection is necessary for a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go essay number 2, so I'm going to go straight to 1/1. Explain the difference between complete market failure is when there is a sole monopoly firm with no competition. So when there's a sole monopoly firm with no competition, Partial market failure, however, partial market failure, however, is when a sole firm to be a price maker, causing a decrease in consumer welfare, causing price maker. Partial market failure is when there is multiple firms undergoing tacit collusion, and so price is no longer being fully dictated by demand. It's no longer being fully dictated by demand. However, firms still compete in other aspects. So there is still competition. And not complete market failure. Explain the difference between complete and partial market failure. So in a market where there is complete market failure, a sole monopoly firm is able to dictate price. It's able to dictate. It's able to significantly dictate the price to consumers. This is shown in the extract. Government can play market where there's complete market failure. A sole monopoly firm usually is very statically inefficient. This is shown the extract. Where in markets there is complete market failure, there are inefficiencies associated with such failures. This
is shown in the diagram below. The diagram below. Yeah, okay, this is going to be quick to draw this. Fucking hell, in the actual exam I'm going to have to go mentally super fast. What the fuck? Okay, boom, boom, boom. So there's going to be a MR, AR, AR. Then there's going to be a that, and there's going to be a that. So that is going to be the, this is going to be the MR, this is going to be AR equals demand, this is going to be the marginal cost, what's the average cost? AC? MC. You get, fuck my phone out. Ah, I thought it was on charge. Let me just get a Monopoly diagram up real quick, just so I don't haven't completely messed up. This is going to take time away from me, but that's the cost of checking. Monopoly diagram. Monopoly diagram. Yes, did I get that right? AC, yep, AC there. MC, yep, fantastic, smashed it. Okay, we didn't need to worry. I was just paranoid. Okay, so where MC equals MR, that is this one. It's going to be my quantity. This is going to be my price. It's going to be my, oh yeah, I need to put quantity over here. Quantity, price, costs, revenue. Price, cost, revenue. This is going to be PM. This is going to be P at PM. This is going to be quantity at M, and then we're going to have, got to remember, this is going to be, at PC, and this is going to be at QC. So there's going to be a boom, and there's going to be a boom. There we go. Alright, so now I need to explain. This diagram shows the complete market failure. Shows complete market failure through a firm, through a sole monopoly firm. Oh yeah, I got to remember. I've got to show the consumer welfare loss. Consumer welfare loss. Do I do the whole trapezium? I'll need to figure out about that. That is with price and monopoly, consumer welfare loss. There's also this one as well, can't forget that, consumer welfare loss. This diagram shows the complete market failure through a sole monopoly firm with prices being higher at PM instead of in markets which hasn't failed, i.e. a competitive market in which price would be at PC. Quantity is also voluntarily reduced at QM. This causes productive. This causes allocative inefficiency, productive inefficiency, and inefficiency in the market. This causes allocative inefficiency productive with the monopoly firm. With the monopoly firm, oh yeah, I don't need to evaluate anything here. With the monopoly firm foregoing its its ability to produce of the goods at a cheaper price, at a cheaper cost through economies of scale, to create artificial scarcity, driving the price per unit up. This is shown by the consumer welfare loss between PC to PM. Okay, next point. However, in partial market failure, what diagram do I use here? I could. Oh no, I can't flop. I'd be using the same diagram. Hold on. Fuck. Partial market failure. Let me think. I can't use the same diagram twice. Can't use the subsidy diagram. Can't use that. I've already used my monopoly curve. Fuck. I don't want to waste too much time. However, in partial market, okay, I'm just not going to bother with a graph. However, in partial market failure, there is still competition between firms. Okay, basically, I'm just going to be copying the positives of monopoly. However, there's still competition between firms, even if they are likely undergoing tacit collusion to not compete on price as it would be a race to the bottom, a race to the bottom in price. So one of the firms goes bankrupt, and so instead, in partial market failure, the firms are still competing, but instead on non-price factors, compared to market, which is I've got to relate it back to the question every single time. Undergoing complete market failure failure where there is no competition. Where there is no competition. Where there's no competition. So, as a result, the firms can make use of their supernormal profit, normal profit. So dynamically efficient from their colluded high price to reinvest into research and development. This, if done, this can lead to consumers when purchasing the products, when purchasing the product or service from one of the firms will receive higher quality higher quality version, or the firms can expand their supernormal profit through lowering the costs per output of unit, lowering their making them more efficient than the sole monopoly firm in a market. Complete market failure. Yes, I've done, that's a decent amount there. Alright, let's go straight into 112, because that's where the big mark strikes. Validate the view that government failure means that government intervention in markets will rarely lead to an improvement in economic welfare. So we can use an indirect tax graph here. Validate the view that government failure means that the government intervention in the markets will government failure is where I got to remember real quick that I need to define the key terms. Government failure. This is good. I remembered that. Government failure is where government policies fails to achieve its intended impact on correcting a market failure, failures, and can lead to unintended consequences. Unintended consequences. Economic welfare. Economic welfare is the measurement for how well off an individual is through is a measurement for how well off an individual is found. This can be found through their purchasing power parity. This can be found through their purchasing power parity. Government failure doesn't always mean government failure doesn't always mean government intervention. On one hand, government failure doesn't always mean government intervention. Government failure doesn't always mean government intervention. Government doesn't always mean government intervention really leads to an improvement. Economic welfare. What would be a point? Government failure doesn't. The point would be discourages the use of demerit goods. Discouragement of the overconsumption of demerit goods. This is shown by shown in the extract with governments can play an important role in reducing the inefficiencies associated with such failures. This is shown in the extract by this is shown in the diagram below. So I'm going to need to move an entire page because I'm not drawing a super small indirect tax diagram. Why the hell would I do that? That'd be stupid now, wouldn't it? That'd be stupid. Alright, so this one is very simple to do. Boom, boom. So indirect tax, so that makes it more expensive. Bosh. So this is going to show the indirect tax right there. Hold on, let me Jarvis, pull up an indirect tax. Tax. Yeah, just call it tax. This is going to be S, this is going to be S plus 1, S plus tax, what am I say? That's going to be D, this is going to be quantity. Let's do this. Yep, got that part. Not checking the time because I've learned that just stresses me out for no reason, and I'm actually making good progress. Much better progress than I did before, I can tell. Q This is going to be Q1, going back down to that. This is going to be PP. So the price is going to be P1, so that means this is going to be increasing. So therefore, I'm just going to do this, and then this. Light work, no reaction. This is going to be price. So now I need to find consumer welfare. So you can find that out by checking where does it end here. So therefore, this is going to be the welfare loss. I'm trying to think, what else is there? So there's going to be consumer burden. There's also going to be producer burden. Where can I find the producer burden? There's no way it's this low, really? Is this low? Wow, okay. Wait, no, it'd be here. Yeah, it'd be here. This is the producer burden. There we go. I'm getting better at drawing these diagrams, which is good. Okay, so this is going to be the producer burden. Government revenue won't be government revenue. I need to get a highlighter probably. So government revenue is going to be, I think it would be just this entire box. Producer revenue would be the government revenue. I think it'd literally be this entire box. Green equals government revenue. This is going to be producer revenue. So government revenue, that's going to be A. This is going to be B. This is going to be C. This is going to be 0. And this is going to be C. No, this is going to be D. So, was it? Alright, was it? As indirect tax through government intervention tool through a government intervention tool, indirect taxes on the consumer, on the demerit good. Alright, here we go. This diagram shows the effect of government intervention through an indirect tax. This diagram shows the effect of government intervention through an indirect tax on a demerit good, on a market, on a specific demerit good. Such as cigarettes. Through the price of the good increasing from P to P1, so as a result of causes demand, as a result causes the unit cost to increase for the producer and the price to rise for the consumer to compensate for the increased price of production. consumption per unit. Compensate for the increased price per unit. This, as a result, this causes the demand to decrease, decrease, causing quantity to fall from Q1 to Q. Sorry, this would be Q1. Q to Q1. The value of the tax added is shown by tax. This generates revenue for the government. This generates revenue for the government, which is shown at P1A C D. Shown at P1ACD and ACD, which can be used for welfare payments, extra spending on services, public services like public transport and the national NHS, thus improving economic welfare in the short term. Furthermore, through the consumer burden at P1A, I need another letter there, E, we'll put E. Furthermore, PAEP, furthermore at consumer burden at P. Through the consumer burden, it will discourage future purchases of the demerit good, as it will be deemed too expensive for its utility. With producer burden at PECD, reducing their total profit could have been used in marketing to promote further consumption total revenue, profit, which could have been used in marketing to prevent further consumption of the demerit good. Demerit good. I'm worried I might be taking too long here, but I'm actually putting a lot of good points down, so that's all that matters. Used in marketing to prevent the further consumption of the good. However, with producer revenue at DC Q1 O, and welfare loss at A, B, C. Welfare loss at A, B, C. However, this is under the assumption that addicts of the demerit good who are prone to overconsume the demerit good who are prone to overconsume the demerit good will stop using entirely, assuming they are perfectly rational. However, they are likely to be influenced by bounded rationality and may have imperfect information, perfect formation, and may have imperfect information on the long-term negative effects of smoking. So as a result, they may continue to purchase and consume the demerit good at a higher price, inadvertently causing the government intervention to actually lead to a decrease in economic welfare, as over consumers of the demerit good will now suffer the welfare loss of the money, the extra money they may have used on necessities necessities, such as food and water, food and water on the demerit good. So, winners of this would be the government. So winners of this would be the government with its extra tax revenue. The losers would be the producer, and the consumer, as they will now have to foot the extra bill of the indirect tax. As they will now have to fit the bill of the however, so on the other hand, government failure can lead through on the other hand, government failure through government intervention. On the other hand, government failure through government intervention will indeed this can happen through a subsidy to firms in the market leading for a subsidy to firms in the market becoming more inefficient, as they become dependent on the subsidy. This is shown in the extract, where government tries to rearrange the economy. The costs, inefficiency, lack of motivation, of freedom. Is shown in the diagram below. This is shown in the diagram below. Okay, we need to be quick with this one. We need to make our judgment and everything, because I need to do the other 25 marker. Maybe we won't have enough time for the 9 marker, but we have to get the other 25 marker decently done. Right, okay, price, quantity. Okay, we're speeding up now. Price, quantity. Okay, let's go. That. So subsidy is going to instead push this one here. Subsidy, DSS plus subsidy. Okay, let's do this. I need more bullets. I need bigger weapons. I need bigger bullets. I need bigger weapons. P1, Q1. Screw it. No externality graph. Just both a tax and a subsidy graph, because we haven't got time, you know. Blah 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 blah. How would I get this consumer loss? I need to think. Oh no, but it's the price. So it wouldn't be this. This doesn't matter, because that's not the price. So this is going to be C. So we're going to have a. Okay, so we're going to have a welfare loss, because the subsidy is doing jack shit, so that's a welfare loss. So this is going to be government revenue. Government cost, sorry, doesn't matter, it's going to be cost anyway, it doesn't really matter. Blah 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 blah. Where would be the consumer benefit? No, wrong one. So this is going to be consumer benefit. That this entire thing is going to become producer revenue. Okay, I think I've got. Let me just compare this graph. Yep. Okay, now I just need to write the letters A, B, D. Da Vinci. All right. Okay. This diagram shows the effect of subsidy gain. This diagram shows the effect of a subsidy from the government. On a particular market, such as steel, with price per unit paid by the producer being somewhat covered by the producer, paid by the producer having to pay less through the government subsidy, through the government subsidy. So no, I'm not going to have the subsidy not work. I'm going to have it so that the producer's like, no, I want more profit. Lamau. Producer having to pay less through the government subsidy per unit of the product or service. Per unit of the product or service. Through price decreasing. from P to P1, and quantity increasing from Q to Q1, with the value of the subsidy shown by the cost of the government is shown by P A D C, which the government suffers the opportunity cost, the cost of improving economic welfare in other areas, such as in other markets needing a subsidy, national debt pot could have been paid off, new playgrounds for children. I'm basically just trying to think of any points that I hadn't mentioned before. Children to promote activeness. To promote activeness has been lost in exchange for subsidizing the steel industry. However, the consumers gain economic welfare for due to the subsidy. However, the consumers gain economic welfare due to the subsidy, decreasing the price of the good they are purchasing, purchasing at P1 E. With their welfare gain at ABD. So as a result, the subsidy producer revenue increases to PA0Q. Yeah. However, this is under the assumption that producers. Keep thinking. However, this is under the assumptions that the producer producer firm actually lowers the price, of the unit at the store for the consumer, as a result of the subsidy, and not just just use it to pay shareholders their dividends, and not just use it to pay the shareholders their dividends, as a result causing no improvement in consumer economic welfare. With the winners being the producer firm, and the losers being the government and the consumer. For the cost of the subsidy, and the consumer, the lost potential welfare gain. Welfare gain. Lost potential welfare gain. What else is there? The long run result of this is result of this is X in efficiency. C for the firm. The firm as due to their complacency, the price of each unit produced goes up. In conclusion, okay, I need to not take breaks. I need to keep going. The timer's ticking. In conclusion, I'm just gonna say government failure does mean government intervention in markets. Did I only put government intervention? I don't think I did. I only put government failure. That's fine. That's good enough. I should probably even just put government and say, fuck it. Think, DC, you need to keep right. Government intervention in markets. In conclusion, government failure does mean government intervention in markets rarely leads to an improvement in economic welfare. As keep thinking. Economic welfare as the government is foregoing through opportunity cost, improving the quality of public goods. It funds for negligent
manageable increase in a firm's welfare, firm's economic welfare in the short term. What's in the long term? Long term, causing the firm to become too dependent, the subsidy making them inefficient, making them inefficient, making them statically inefficient. Let me think. Yeah, I think honestly that's a good enough judgment. I need to just go back. No, fucking retard. Go back. Wow, okay, I did right a bit. We haven't got time to admire. We need to go straight to number 4. Where's number 4? Number 4. Okay, we got. Okay, thankfully the extract will just carry my points. Number 4. You know, I haven't got time. I'm just gonna go straight to number 4. I don't think I've got enough time to do the 9 marker. Extract B. Okay, it doesn't say anything about me using a specific extract. Okay, extract B. Gig economy defenders claim that today's flexible labour market often offers modern workers the opportunity to move freely between jobs and glyphs. Ostensibly, the government intervention in the UK labour market is necessary to protect the people interested in working in the gig economy. So what am I meant to do? Gig economy. Okay, first we need to define gig economy. Gig economy is the gig economy. Gig economy is the part of the labour market which is known for its short-term, flexible hour, occasional work contracts instead of permanent jobs. Okay, there's going to be another definition that you think of. Definition, define. Okay, government intervention, boom. Okay, government intervention is where government intervenes in a market with the aim of correcting a market failure. I'm going to repeat this same definition on the previous question. Government intervention is where to correct a market failure. Okay, now we just got to go straight into it. Assess the view that the government intervention in the UK labour market is government intervention is essential because essential to stop firms working in the gig economy, firms employing those in the gig economy.
economy. Mention is essential to stop firms employing those in the gig economy from taking advantage. Government venture is essential to stop firms employing those in the gig economy from taking advantage of their geographical immobility to lower their wages. This is shown in extracts. Okay, let me see. Extract C, where eat plans offer workers benefits hourly wages above minimum wage, sick pay, and pension contributions. This implies this isn't is a rare is a rare precedent which doesn't usually exist in the gig economy, which doesn't usually exist in the gig economy. This is shown. This government intervention to correct this market failure. Through a minimum wage is shown below. Fuck, I can't be slow, I have to keep going, I need to keep fucking going. This is good pace, I'm doing better than before, but it's like, it's not good enough for me, it's not good enough. I don't care that I'm doing better than before, it means I still need to, I need to still keep going, I need to keep fucking going. There we go. So this is going to be AC. This is going to be MC. This is going to be AR equals D. This is going to be MR. Now, where could I possibly find quantity? Right here. Quantity. Well, that's not intended. Shit, I need my pens! What the fuck is my good pencil? There it is. Why the fuck is it in there? Oh, shit. Ooh, no, that looks unnatural. Can't have that. There we go. Good. It's just because it's takes slightly longer to draw than a regular supply as demand diagram, so I'm having to like this is PM, this is going to be sorry. This is going to be QM. I'm fucking going crazy right now trying to do this. Where would this be? So this is going to be price and competitive market. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. This is going to be QC, and this is going to be PC. Okay, now I need to go find, what do I find in a monopoly curve? I literally barely remember what I did. Oh, consumer welfare gain. So this is, we're actively, I need to show, wait a minute, wait, what? Wait, no. This needs to be done the other way, there we go. Consumer welfare gain. Fair gain. Oh, I need to show the minimum wage. This diagram shows the result. This diagram shows the result. Wait, I'm doing exam. Wait, no. Thank you. The reason why is just because I need to, I can't lose any time essentially. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Shit. The diagram shows the result. Sorry, you can tell I'm literally like stressing out because I need to get my mind like this is the real thing, this is the real thing, I've got to make sure that I get my mind into that. This diagram shows the result of government intervention through the induction, through the introduction of a fixed minimum wage for fixed minimum wage for hourly payouts. Of a mixed minimum wage for hourly payouts for gig economy workers. Let me read the question again. Gig economy workers. This protects the interest of people working in the gig economy, through this protects the interests of people working through the gig people working in the gig economy through giving them a rate of pay closer to their MRP value. Thus improving their economic welfare. This is shown in the diagram. The diagram through shown through the diagram through PC equaling minimum wage. This is shown in the diagram through PC equaling minimum wage. Prices decrease from PM to PC as the government has corrected the market failure. It's failure of firms like Uber from taking advantage of their employees, geographical immobility, generating will this be BA, generating consumer welfare gain at PMA BPC. Further amount of more people wanting to now work in the gig economy, reducing unemployment. Through QM increasing to QC. Yeah, I'm definitely learning a trade union diagram. You must be kidding. Quantity. Okay, I need to think again. I need to think. Oh yeah, there we go. Evaluation. This is under the assumption that these firms won't just lay off these workers, requiring them to seek unemployment pay, in welfare benefits. This is under the assumption that these firms won't just lay off these workers, requiring them to seek unemployment pay and welfare benefits to ensure workers, requiring them to seek unemployment pay and welfare benefits. I need to think of anything. Requiring them to seek unemployment pay and welfare benefits. Workers, requiring them to seek unemployment pay and welfare benefits. My brain is struggling here. Requiring them to seek unemployment pay and welfare benefits. Requiring them to seek unemployment pay and welfare benefits. Costing the government. Costing the government more, and causing greater unemployment. Greater unemployment. So the firm can continue its assumed goal of profit maximization. Profit maximization. The winners of this are the workers employed in the gig economy, currently in the gig economy, the gig economy. Winners are the workers currently employed in the gig economy, and potentially the firms as their labor force will become more productive due to boosted morale from the pay increase. I've never been so strong in my life. And, I've got to get myself into that zone. If I don't get myself into that zone, I ain't gonna be. See, I've already written way more than I did last time. Like way more, like 4 pages more. Due to boosted morale from the pay increase. Okay, I need to keep locking in from the pay increase. The losers are the government. Losers are the government who now suffers from the opportunity cost, suffers from the cost if the firm doesn't go under the assumption, the perfect assumption through having to hand out more welfare payments. Grinding out more welfare payments. The short run result of this is better working conditions, and economic welfare for the short run result of this is working conditions and economic welfare for the individuals employed in the gig economy. The long run result of this, I think of a long run result. The long run result of this is fewer job opportunities in the gig economy as the firms such as Deliveroo will find it unprofitable to hire additional workers. Okay, next. On the other hand, government intervention in market isn't necessary as it will cause unintended consequences. Ordinary consumers, such as higher prices for each good, such as higher prices for each good. This is shown in extract B, where gig economy services warn that tighter regulations will damage economic efficiency and employees will lose out. What could I use here? Super demand curve. Super demand graph. This is shown in the This is shown the diagram below. Where the market should be left alone to correct itself. Let's go. If we have enough time, I might be able to get into that 9 marker as well and start grinding everything I can. Quantity. I gotta remember that. To be fair, 2 hours is actually quite a while. I gotta thank that 2 hours is actually a decent while. So there's going to be an increase in demand. So let's just say, what would that be? Demand to the right. That's left, so this is right. So this is going to be D, and this is going to be D1, and this is going to be supply. Okay, here we go. How are we going to do this? So there's going to be, I'm assuming, another demand. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here. That's the only logical conclusion. There's going to be QD, Q2, Q1. And then there's we need to think about prices. This one's also going to have its own price. Yep, like that, and like that. So this is going to be P2, P1. Okay. This diagram shows the result of letting the market itself without government intervention. Through an increase in demand. Through an increase in demand for gig economy services such as pizza delivery, in extract B. Such as in extract B at QD, the firm will only be able to charge higher prices at P2 to compensate for causing QD to decrease to Q2. In short term, the firm will be able to make use of its various factors of production. In the short term, the firm will be able to make use of its various factors of production. To match demand at Q2 at its price of P2 at P2. However, if the firm, the gig economy firm. However, if the gig economy firm believes this demand will continue, it may be able to reduce prices invest in its output, invest in increasing its output. This creates more jobs in the gig economy, more jobs in the gig economy, and naturally increases the wages of each existing gig economy worker, employed gig economy worker. However, this, I'm going to do something I should not do. I've got 20 minutes left. Okay, however, this is, or less than 20 minutes. This is under the assumption, yeah, I was right to just then make a judgment and then try and do the 9 marker. However, this is under the assumption, that this increased revenue generated by the firms will actually go towards. However, this is under the assumption that this increased revenue generated by the firms will actually go towards the employees improving their wages, increasing their wages, and not just reinvested back into the firm, or dividends to shareholders, or dividends to shareholders, and not improving gig economy working conditions, and not improving gig economy working conditions. In the short run, this will ensure more gig economy, this will ensure less unemployment, as more gig economy workers are employed. As more spots are open for employment, in the long run, come on, keep working, Dark Crafty. In the long run, fuck. In the long run, what would be in the long run? Firms will generate to compensate the gig economy workers with better working conditions. This can compensate in the long run. Firms will generate enough income to compensate the gig economy workers with better working conditions. Think DCA. Better working conditions. The winners of this are the firms not having to immediately raise the rates, the wage rates. It's workers, the government, no, the government is not going to be the losers. The losers are the government who misses out is out on increased income tax revenue. And the worker who has the existing worker God, this is going to be arthritis. The existing worker who sacrifices, who has lost out on potential economic welfare. Economic welfare. I need to do this judgment now. Okay, in conclusion, the government should intervene. The government should intervene in the UK labour market to protect interests, people who are working in the gig economy, because the government through an introduction of a minimum wage in the gig economy through fixed hourly rates will ensure through an introduction of minimum wage in the gig economy through fixed hourly rates will ensure firms aren't exploiting their employees use MRP as much, and the government gains in income tax revenue, greater income tax revenue, and having to pay out less welfare payouts as these workers may reach an improved tax bracket, a higher tax bracket. This is under the assumption that the firms won't just have mass layoffs. To remain profitable. Won't just have mass layoffs to remain profitable. I need to think. Even though there are benefits of the market sorting itself out naturally, it will likely not prevent exploitation of workers in the gig economy. The gig economy, it will likely not prevent, even at the risk. Risk of potential unintended consequences of government failure. Okay, 03. Okay, we need to try and get as much of this possible. With the help of the diagram, analyze how a trade union might be able to achieve higher pay for its members. A trade union. Trade union is an organization. It's an organization whose sole purpose is to lobby for better pay and working conditions. Lobby for better pay and working conditions for its members. A trade union is a organization whose sole purpose is to lobby for better pay and working conditions for its members. Okay, I don't know a trade union diagram, I need to learn that stuff, but this is good to know that it comes up quite often. The hospital trust increased the minimum wage. A trade union can achieve higher pay for its members through organized strikes of its members for a particular firm, or strikes of its members for a particular firm or industry of firms. Through the presumed threat of lost revenue and profit for the firms in the industry, it is believed aims to make the firm concede to the trade union's demands. Trade union's demands. Can I think of a diagram in time? Let me check. 2 minutes, okay. I'd only be able to make a hanging graph, there's no point. I'm just going to go explanation route then, that's a good thing I checked. In this is shown in extract. This is shown in extract C, where hospital trust increased their £8.21 minimum wage to the London wage of £10.75. This shows trade unions are effective as the larger they are more likely to be able to improve the working conditions of their employees. Yeah, I don't think I could do any more this time. Yeah, can't. Even if I drew a supply and demand graph, I would not be able to. I would not be able to explain it in time. I should have just done that instead of that little point there. I could have gotten like 2 extra marks if I did that. Fucking hell. Okay. Well, that is basically 2 hours. There's no point. I'll go through the mark scheme. Okay, so one thing to take away is, well, I've gotten better. I have definitely gotten better. That is one thing for sure. Last time I was struggling to get through a 15 and a 25 marker. This time I got through 2 25s, 1 15, both the 2 and 4 marker, and halfway through the 9 marker. So that is very good. With, you won't be able to believe this, with not just supply and demand graphs, with what's it called again? The big shit. So you've got that one. You've got a monopoly right here. Well, I did use a supply and demand graph, but an upgraded one over here. I never even knew the existence of. Holy shit. Oh, my fucking brain is fried. How many pages is that? That's 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that is literally just the end of that economic writing booklet they give you in the exam. I can't flex by asking for more paper. Fucking hell. Sorry, guys. I am dying after doing all that. Fucking hell. I'd say this is probably, I'm going to be humble here, this is probably like a B. I hit all the evaluation points. What I mean by that is I haven't read the mark scheme yet, we'll find out. I hit all the evaluation points in terms of winners and losers, long run, short run, assumptions. I think there might be one more which I may have forgotten to do. But I did 3 out of 4, that's quite a lot. Analysis, I was cooking, I was explaining my diagrams, especially I noticed that I can perfectly explain a subsidy and, well, an advanced subsidy and indirect tax graph. It appears I've memorized the monopoly graph quite well, but I will need to learn how to explain that even better. And I definitely need to learn a trade union diagram. That is just for sure. That one will just really just help me out in general with my improved wage benefits. So I think it's definitely worth it. Okay, let me catch up. God damn, I just sat in a chair for 2 hours. I mean, that's nothing new for DCA, but writing an exam at home. Like the Joker. Good luck, Daniel. Godspeed. Well, thankfully, Godspeed did actually happen. Yes, I didn't fully finish the 9 marker, but that. I don't mind. That's still like 3 at best 4 marks on the 9 marker that I could have missed out on. Well, if I know, if I do run out of, if I am like on the last couple minutes for the 9 marker, I will just draw a supply and demand graph and hope for the best.
and like not leave it hanging, because there's no point me in the last 40 seconds drawing the supply and demand graph. They won't give me any marks anyway for it because it's a hanging graph. So there's no point. If there's 1 minute though, I might be able to explain it. But if there's like 30 seconds, like I had there, there's no point. There's no chance. Well, I think it was 40 seconds actually. Yeah, no chance. Danny, shall I go on Lifeboat and spread Fredism and see if there are any clans who... I doubt there's any clans left, but sure, if they somehow manage to take up Fred, then that'd be pretty cool. Be able to. Jarvis, make it jiggle. Bro, I was dying inside there. Ah, fuck. We're gonna do a 4-play test. Sigma. Bro, grinding, good luck. I'm a stay too. That's good in fun realms. You're probably not here anymore though. But good luck on the study. Good luck on the study. But this paper has actual answers marked by AQA examiners with examiner comments on the AQA website. Definitely check it out after you're done with the paper. Super helpful. Let me just type that up before I forget. I forgot I rearranged my keyboard over here so it didn't cock block me. Okay, so June 2020, 2022, AQA, paper one, economics, exam, what's it called again? Example answers by like AQA. How can I find that? Would it be on here? No, it's PMC. This just has the regular mark scheme. That's Ben. I want an actual like written. Where is it? Where is it? 2022. Economics. Really? Really? Paper one. Economics 1. Really? Do I have to really type it in? Economics paper 1. Does this have it? Probably not. Watch. No, this is just the answer book. It doesn't have it. Crap. I want to find that though. That will be something I need to go find. So it's on the AQA website. We'll have to go find that out after then. Welcome back, Jammer. It's been a while. How you been? Hello there, Chucky. You want to be an economist, bro? Well, I'm actually going into biochemistry. It's just my 3rd A level. Yeah. DCA, when you making a new S&P? I'm probably going to do it sometime after the 20th of June, just because I can't afford to mess up my exams. Oh, okay, look up, okay, AQA, economics, exemplar answers, no, I'll just put paper 1, yeah. Where? Are you sure? Where? I'm blind. Wait, let me type exactly what you typed in. Let me type exactly. AQA Economics Exemplars, paper 2022. Paper 2022. Where is it? There's Economics Factory. I'm not trusting Economics Factory. 2024 gold package 289. What? I can tell they do economics. What the fuck are these prices? Fuck off. I am blind as a bat. Where? No, this isn't it. This is just fiend. I'm blind. I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds. I'll try it. Can I send the URLs in this chat? Give me like, let me just give you the ability to do that real quick. Here you go. You can post it now. I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds, and then I'll click on it. And then I'm gonna first check the mark scheme, and then I'm gonna go through that and see where I can improve. My bad. Jarvis, I'm evaluating it. Alright, yeah, Dylan, you now got the ability to, or is it post ERL, if you're able to. I'm now going to look through the mark scheme now, just to go check, am I cooked or not. Yeah, I think I literally got that. Yep, got that right. Okay, so I've gone 2 marks there, don't need to bother check that any further. Yep, bosh, easy claps. Yep, got the ratio exactly. Yep, just double checking like twice, just because I'm so wiped. Increase between 2000 median wages fell. Oh, okay, I didn't do any of that. As the median wages of employees peaked in the first year shown, where median wages of self-employed. I mean, all I did was wait, let me go check the question again. Maybe I'm tweaking. Self-employed increase between, well, in 2009, self-employed wage increased from that to 16,000. I literally just did high to low, and well, start to end. That's what I did there. In 2010, employed people. Wait, did I put? Wait, let me. I'm praying I didn't put the wrong one. Yeah, I didn't put the wrong one. Good. Yeah, I did highs and low. I did high and low, start and end with an explanation. This is likely the result of more demand for services like Uber, so employment in... this is likely the result of more demand for services like Uber. I feel a bit stupid for not writing so existing employees' wages didn't rise up. I just put in... so increased in employment in zero contract field, so I can only give myself 1 mark there. In 2009, employed wage decreased from 20,000 to 26,000. Obviously, I've done the quotation and things in 2018. This is likely the result of employers gaining monopoly power in their market, allowing the monopoly firm to be able to dictate wages due to labor mobility. That's reasonable. So that'd be 3. Couldn't give myself any more than that, because otherwise that's just not right. So we're going to go straight to number 11. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Let me do that. Thank you. I'm just going to go grab that link real quick. Where is it? Give it to me. Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. But where? What? Ah, thank you. Yeah, no, these are very much actual students. Or maybe it's them that wrote it. Yeah, no, these are definitely students. The writing changes each time. Oh, wait, this is only 14 marks. What the fuck? What do you mean a 14 mark? Well, then again, he only did 1 graph. Can you really blame the guy? The guy only did... He did 2 pages. Oh, I take 2.5, fine. What do I get? Okay, that's 1/2. That's 2. Oh, that's a 15 marker Rita. Half a page. 1, 2... 3, 4. Yeah, I had 4.5 pages for my 25 marker each. I just mistook the 15 marker because that is actually, then again, that's only 1.5 pages. Yeah, my 15 marker would probably just get thrown in the bin. It'd only get probably 10 at most. Okay, let me go check number 11 real quick, and then I'm gonna go check their level responses. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should do the kink at demand. What's that number 7? Never mind. That's not relevant. Irrelevant, as Ricecum would scream. Definition of a complete market, partial market failure. Where is it? Where did I write that? Where did I do that? Yep. How complete market failure may exist when willingness of firms to supply a good or service is non-existent despite how society... Oh, okay. Maybe I slightly got that wrong. Why complete market failure may happen if goods are non-excludable. Wait, doesn't that mean that, non-rival means that they won't run out, while non-excludable means that you can't have them despite them. Why complete market failure if the goods are non-excluded? Okay, I did the free rider, inability to charge individuals for their consumption, yeah. Public goods, yeah, got that. Partial market failure may be caused by suppliers not providing as much as society would wish for. I thought it was all about monopoly. That's what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, monopoly power, yeah. Monopoly power, information asymmetry, yeah, okay. That last point, well, apart from use of examples, what I mean is the one before that. Absolutely smash that. But I did not write about some bits. I'd give myself probably 8, just because of that. Definition of government failure. Yep. Explanation of time economic welfare and how it can be improved. Like I've done that. Objectives of government intervention. Okay, I should have probably. I just gave a definition. Types of government. Well, I just put. Oh, I guess that's an objective. To be fair, I did put. I guess I put a objective. Types of government intervention. How they relate to specific types of market failure. Why they. Causes of government failure, which include information failures. Unintended consequences. I spammed the living shit out of that. Okay, I should have put red tape and bureaucracy. Conflicting policy objectives. That's another one I should have put. Inefficiency, ineffectiveness, projects being completed over budget's deadline. Oh, yeah, and you think of HS2. That's a really good example. How market failures can sometimes be resolved without government intervention by improvements in technology. How some problems which appear to be full market failure can actually stem from previous government interventions. Okay, I kind of did that point. Evaluation of strengths and weaknesses of market economy and the role of the government. Recognizing government intervention may lead to an improvement in economic welfare despite the flaws of such intervention. Yes, I did that. Okay, so maybe I did smash this 25 marker like, fuck, you know, I scratched it all up. Relevant economic principles, yeah. Well, I'd say I did pretty much that. I'd say I was in that band. I did that one pretty well. Maybe they'll disagree with me, but I think I did pretty well in that one. Like I was showing my government, you know, I was showing all them governments intervention. Explanation of gig economy and difference between employment and gig. Oh, I didn't do standard employment. I don't think is where. Oh no, actually I did do that. Okay, that's good. I didn't think I did. Emerging trends that contribute such as technology. Nope, didn't do that. Interest of people working. Nope. Discussion of reasons why some roles in industry are more likely to arise in the gig. Yeah. Done the benefits. Done that. Yep. Cost of gig economy. Low pay. Kind of. I think more with examples though. Oh no. Actually, no. I did. I used that Just Eat quote and did some thingy majiggies with it and smashed it. Analysis of why wages may be lower and working conditions worse in the gig economy than in the formal sector. Wages may be lower and working conditions worse in the gig economy. Yeah, no, I did that. Oh no, I'd already read that. No, didn't do pandemic, but that's because it's been a few years. Discussion of possible policies such as legislation. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, this 25 marker might have done even better than the previous one. So that's bad. That's bosh. That's bad. Oh, okay. I didn't think about trade unions that way. Okay, yeah, I did that point underneath the trade unions. Yep. Market failure arguments. Yep. Fucking hell. If I was in the exam, oh my god, this would probably be in the 20 to 25 section. The first 25, the earlier 25 marker I did, probably 16 to 20. I would not give it any higher than that. Even though I got 4.5 pages, I just don't think it was there. This one, however, yup. Alright, so if we were going to give this, I'd give this probably a solid 21. Obviously, we need to check the other one. So 21, I'd give the other one probably 17, 18. I'd give it let's say 18. So that'd be 21 plus 18. That's about. Obviously, I need to get this. I don't know if I'll be able to get this marked, but from the points, this one is more than half the points have been put into my essay. So that's why I'm not feeling as humble about this one. And a lot. They were explored. So 21 plus 18. I can't do maths. That is 39. Yeah, 39. 39 plus 8. That's 47. 47 plus 3. 50. 52. And then I haven't checked. So that'd be 52. Oh boy. 52, and then we need to go check the 9 marker, so I'm just going to put 52. I didn't complete the 9 marker, so I'm going to give it probably, where's the 9 marker? 9 marker, where is it? 9 marker. Suggested diagram. I exactly knew it was this, but I didn't know how to draw it. I was I know it's not supply and demand, but it's got that kind of shit, and that, and it's going to have some L crap, but I didn't know how to draw it at all. In terms of I know it's not a difficult thingy-majig, but it's I did not Details of trade union pay. Yup. Explanation of nope. How a union may and Virgin Collective. Yep. Absolutely. Such as strikes. Oh my god, never mind. I might have absolutely have destroyed this one apart from the graph. How union is a monopoly supply, monopoly power in the labour market. I should have done. I was thinking about it, didn't add that, so I can't count that. Okay, maybe this one's higher than I thought. I didn't do the graph, so I think that already basically cock blocks like 3 or 4 marks. I'm going to say that. I just feel like it's too generous to give myself 5 marks, even though I literally was hitting every bullet point, because I just didn't draw the graph. So I'm going to give myself 4 or 3. Let's just say 56. So if I got 56 out of 80, what are we saying? That would be 70%. If that was the case, I'd be very happy with that, because that's an A. But I'm going to say, whatever A actually is, we'll probably let me just like minus a few marks. Let's just minus 4 real quick. What'd that be? 65. I think that's still A, and I think that would be just minusing a few off maybe the 25 markers if I'm feeling too generous. So no, I think judging by just how high that A was, I think we'd be pretty much there. Obviously, that's just me not marking and stuff, but I'm being like reasonable by comparing bullet points by what I wrote down. So let's just say hypothetically. So I think did I say 56? Yeah, and let's just say what's 50 out of 80? What's an A again? I think it is 60. Yeah, that 50 is basically an A anyway. That would be phenomenal. So that would mean, where would I minus 6 marks from? Let's just say hypothetically I didn't get 21. Let's just say we minus both from the 25 markers. Oh yeah, I need to check the 15 marker, but I did, yeah, I was hitting them. Let's just say I minus 3 from that, and I minus another 3 from the other one, even though I really doubt it'd be that low judging by what I saw on the exemplar. Let's go check the exemplars now, and then I'll probably end the stream. Yep. This guy didn't even draw. Oh no, he did draw a diagram. Yeah. What do you mean level 3? Hold on. Oh, there's only level 3. Okay, I was like, this is literally perfect. Gonna higher wages through its bargaining for the new. Yep. No, okay, if that's a level 9, then okay, I was definitely hitting those marks for that, even though I didn't draw the diagram. I basically got as high as I could without a diagram, so that's phenomenal stuff. That's level 2. I don't want to know about that. Oh, hold on. Why is it level 2? Trade unions can hire given industry through conditions, better pay and working conditions. That's why I said I only got like 3 or 4. Workers in the industry, they are negative with firms collective agreeing. I think he's written. No, he's okay. He's written that hospital. No, actually, he did the same quote as me. Fucking hell. The response included issues that were the student showed reasonable. There was reasonable. The student begins with a however, the response is spoiled by the diagram that follows. Why? Oh, okay. So yeah, he got cock-blocked by the diagram. That's okay. Asshole. Just cock-blocked his diagram. Which question is this? This is question 4, I think. Question 4? Yeah, question 4. What's he did here? Gig economy is often new challenges. Yeah, okay, I used examples as well, so this is good. Okay, on the surface, these workers are self-employed, but... Yep, talked about monopoly power. He didn't fully say that, but he was kind of mentioning it. So if you don't get the diagram right, this is why I leave the 9 marker for last. It literally is just, it's just a time hole. How do I describe it? Not a time hole. Not just a time hole. What would it be? Yeah, it's literally an effort hole. You don't get much out of it. It tries to suck all your time away. But even still, I still smashed it. Apart from the diagram part, I didn't even get a diagram, so that's why that's why I gave it a 4. Even though I was hitting all the bullet points, and even like with the max marker guy, I was basically getting all the things. I didn't know a diagram for it, so hey, there you go. That's why I gave it a 4. Yeah, okay. That guy put in a point that I like glossed, like I thought, but then just glossed over. And this guy put it in, which is smart. In addition, it could be the inequality earlier, blah 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 blah. Oh, he's using a double symbol. Is that? No, I'm tweaking. Is that? No, it's a supply of labor. What's SR kind of thing? What the fuck? Demand for labor, supply of labor. He's kind of just, he's changing it up a little bit. Oh, he put in his diagrams. That's all I'm gonna say. He put in his diagram. No, I don't want to know anything about a poor diagram. I don't want anything to know about it. I don't want anything to know about poor. I don't want to know anything about poverty. No, thank you. What's question 11? Level 2 response. Ah, they're roasting them. No, why would they do that to them? Poor people. Nah, it's probably because that's question 9. Is this level? Not level. What the fuck am I saying? That's number 10. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for. Where's number 11? There it is. There you are. Market failure occurs when it's a misallocation of resources in the free market. Complete market failure is missing, while partial market failure refers to an externality in which the market, due to misallocation, leading to welfare loss due to free market. Okay, yeah, this is why I put it as an 8. It was the externality diagram. Oh, but I did talk about the cigarettes and stuff, so hey. Oh, you only needed his 1 diagram in a little bit. Okay. This is obviously the next question. Yes, so it was the externality diagrams. Level 3 response is also high level response. Yep, externality diagram, externality. You know, I actually am going to need to read these because the externality diagrams are the things I need to learn properly how to use. Like, I know how to draw them, but I need to know how to explain them. That's what I need to do. Alright, though, I would say it's probably time for me to end the stream, but this is good to know that I would perform relatively well, at least an A level, like A, funny, A level, but there's things we can do to get to level 5, so we need to do those things to get to level 5. So yeah, either way, thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Well, you probably, I mean, it was just me locked in most of the stream. Let me just go to a random point. Yep, holy shit, I'm locked in. Alright, so I shall see you guys. Let me see, is anyone even on this world? No, okay. Well, then I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye! I'm not sure if will I stream tomorrow? Because I'm not sure if I'll do another test. Maybe I'll probably just do the questions individually, so I can get more specific things now, because I don't want